Hi, I'm Kristen, and welcome to Murder, She Joked. Murder, She Joked. Clearly, I've never played a guitar. While Murder, She Wrote normally takes place in Cabot Cove, the episode I'm starting you with, Birds of a Feather, does not. We can only guess by the establishing shots of Alcatraz, followed by the Golden Gate Bridge and Jessica's trolley ride, that this episode has a definite Zatarans flavor. It's Zatarans, right? The show starts with Jessica's nephew to be Howard breaking that cardinal fashion rule: never wear an all-white suit after 1977. He is awkwardly jogging to keep pace with his boss in a breathable velour tracksuit. You may recognize Howard as Jeff Conway. You know, Kaneki from Grease. He's the one who sings about sexual assault. Yeah. And you may recognize his boss. Although I didn't at first. Oh my god, it's Martin Landau, the Oscar winner. His Oscar was not for this role.
Come on now, kid. We got a deal. You're in it till I say otherwise.
Now look! You listen to me. I'm not particularly proud of what I had to do to earn that money, but I did it. And I want what's coming to me.
What's coming to him is surprisingly not a restraining order from Olivia Newton-John.
You're a nice kid, Howard. But don't you ever touch me like that again.
Not his first time hearing that.
Be there or you don't see a dime. You got that?
Howard slinks away, leaving his boss to treat what I'm sure is a full-body case of heat rash. And this is Jessica's niece, Victoria. She's stalling the priest waiting for Howard. As the ingenue of the episode, she has her hair in a high, tight bun with a Peter Pan collar that is buttoned all the way up. God, she looks like Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman.
Speaking of the groom, I do have choir practice in 5 minutes.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Howard.
Got hung up at the office and traffic's brutal.
Some pretty lame excuses.
If we could do a quick run-through.
How's your aunt? She get in okay?
Oh, great. I checked her into the hotel first thing this morning.
I'm sorry, honey. I can't make it. I wish I could.
Howard, this is ridiculous.
I do have the little tots waiting in the rehearsal hall.
I don't know why this guy is so excited to get to children's choir practice. If it's anything like the one I was in grade school, it'll be a bunch of kids shouting atonally about Kwanzaa, because the choir director felt like the one black kid in class was being left out. Although Dominic just celebrated Christmas like all the other kids, and so the carefully crafted lyrics of Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa, Kwanzaa were sadly lost on him and his family.
Every...
Who sneezes like that?
Every night?
Vicky!
Are you sure these are Maine lobsters?
Certainly, madam. They're flown in fresh every day.
Maybe they've got jet lag.
Old people have the best jokes, and sometimes they're not even racist.
Very good, madam.
You know, Vicky, it's not abnormal to have last-minute doubts.
I've been here for 5 days, and for 5 straight nights, Howard has been working. He lent me his handkerchief. Look.
Well, that's not your shade.
No.
It is hard to
And
find
these
a lip
matches
color to match her
from
skin
some
shade of
night
traffic
club.
barricade.
They are all over his apartment. I want to go to this place, to find out. But if I love him, how can I justify spying on him?
For your own peace of mind, I think you have to.
Terrible advice from a woman who was supposedly happily married for decades. What you should tell her is if you can't trust this guy long enough to get to the altar, you shouldn't marry him. Tonight, the role of sexpot will be played by a 40-something office lady called Barbara.
Man, I'd be a fool to sell a gold mine like this, right, Barbara?
Well, you'll break a lot of hearts if you don't.
As long as I don't break yours, baby.
Mr. Drake is then approached by a man-shaped possum. He's an agent for one of the club's performers.
I hope you don't think you have Freddie tied up for another 4 years.
He's hot because this club made him hot. Now, you tell Freddie he works here or he doesn't work anywhere. Got that?
Oh, this club could not look more garish if they skinned Liberace and hung him on the wall.
Ladies,
A table for 2, please.
we could seat you at 11 next Thursday.
That's a bit longer than we had in mind.
Really?
Am I the only one that finds it strange that they have a marquee in the lobby with the owner's face on it?
Excuse me, Mr. Drake?
Oh, excuse me.
I really hate doing this sort of thing, but...
Interrupting a private conversation or exploiting her celebrity aunt.
I really like a table. That's my aunt right there. You probably recognize her.
No.
J.B. Fletcher.
Oh, really?
Really?
Who the hell is J.B. Fletcher?
That's basically like someone not knowing who
Very
Stephen
famous
King is.
mystery writer.
A table for Miss Fletcher and her party, please.
Oh, how very nice. There's just the two of us.
Table for two. Of course.
Somebody with an actual reservation will come in and he'll have to explain that the poor man's Agatha Christie showed up and jumped the line.
And now, the one and only, our very own in his third year, Freddie York.
You may recognize Gabe Kaplan, aka Mr. Cotter from Welcome Back, Cotter.
Beautiful, you beautiful. My name is Freddie York. I'm here to give you some yaks.
Freddie's only real joke is his career.
Hey, you know, I wanted to look good for the show tonight. Guy's shaving me. I looked down at this girl that's giving me a manicure. She's really cute. I said, listen, I'm Freddie York. I'm the comedy star La Champagnon. Why don't you come catch the show tonight?
Freddie must not have been laid in years if he tries to sleep with women after they've seen his set.
Let me shaving you. I met a girl at the bar last night. She told me she was into astrology. She wanted to meet a Leo. So I introduced her to my accountant.
Somebody saw his set once and offered him a 7-year contract. And that's only the second least believable thing in this episode. The first least believable thing is that somebody else is offering him another contract to break his first contract. This is Mr. Drake's wife, a Cruella de Vil type.
Pleasant surprise. I didn't know you were here tonight.
What am I supposed to do, make an appointment?
I'll seat you immediately.
Victoria, have you noticed there's something a little strange about this place?
An astute observation.
The star of our show, that lovely chanteuse, Michelle Dupont.
This is the club's star attraction. Mrs. Drake is a more convincing woman.
There's a somebody I'm longing to see. I hope that he...
If you've never seen a drag queen chase scene, get ready for a treat. That's hard to do in a dress. That botched landing is going to be a point deduction.
Victoria!
Howard?
Yeah, it's Howard.
Howard?
I can explain everything.
Ugh.
Oh, Victoria, I'm sorry, honey. I wanted to tell you. I really did. It was just a job.
I know. Isn't it wonderful?
What?
That it was just a job. I thought that... Well, never mind.
Bill.
Is here we meet Lieutenant Floyd Novak and his assistant Charlie.
Whatever.
Look, I don't know what standard police procedure is, but I'm pretty sure it's not to interview every potential suspect at the same time at the murder scene with the body still in the room. I think they should at least have the decency to cover him with a sheet and cut holes in the eyes so we know he's a ghost now.
I did. I walked past the open door, and I saw him, standing over Mr. Drake with the gun.
This gun?
Yes. I must have screamed, and he dropped it and ran out.
Smooth grip, Charlie. You might even get some prints.
Well, we at least know Charlie's prints will be on it. This is Fletcher. She's just kind of hanging out behind this bird.
Did you notice the small white feather on Mr. Drake's jacket?
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Jessica Fletcher.
Did you see the murder?
Well, actually, no.
Miss Fletcher, would you mind doing me a great big favor?
Oh, I'll do absolutely anything I can to help.
Would you please get out of here?
Looks like Jessica is going to have to rifle through her well-stocked medicine cabinet to find ointment for that sick burn.
Lieutenant Novak, I have been waiting several hours outside there.
Oh, lady, please. I haven't slept all night and I'm tired.
I, too, have been up all night, and I have got jet lag on top of it. I was supposed
Why is it that old people constantly feel the need to one-up each other?
that this was more important.
All right, all right. I'll make it simple. The suspect was seen standing over the victim holding the gun.
And I'm sure you ran a nitric acid test on Howard's hand to determine whether or not he fired the gun.
We haven't gotten to that yet.
After a few hours, that test is meaningless. Now, I'd like to see Howard.
You can't see him, Mrs. Fletcher. He's in the lockup.
Where can I see him?
Hey, Princess.
How about a dig? How'd you like this shoe for breakfast?
Luckily, Leather Guy doesn't need to eat a shoe for breakfast. He's already been fortified for the day with Carnation Instant Shoe Fast. All the nutrition of a patent pump in an easy-to-drink shake.
Move it, tough guy.
At least there's a black guy in this episode. That almost never happens.
Look, just get it done, okay? Bye. You've got 10 minutes.
Thank you for watching Murder, She Joked. Tune in next time for part 2 of Birds of a Feather.